Well, what's up, guys? It's 818 LA Ryker giving you a semi-install review of Elka Stage 3 in the front, Stage 4 in the back shocks. I didn't plan on doing an install video, but here are some highlights or lowlights from the install, which we did pretty late at night. It's hard to get some good camera shots. There you can see the Stage 4 in the back, and it's a nice looking shock. The Stage 3s came with this bike. I bought it used. First thing to do, take off that muffler. Then you're going to remove the shock. That first bolt gets completely removed. Second one we just loosened up. And then you remove the two in the back to bring down the control arm. And you start, if you're sitting on the bike, you're going to start on the left side. That first bolt you need to hold with a wrench and then take it off. The second bolt just unwrenches out. So as you can see, there they go. These ones are actually pretty easy. It's the two underneath that you're going to get from the right side of the bike. Those are the tough ones. But that one we loosened, and then we loosened the second one just so we didn't have to do it while the bike was jacked up for stability reasons. Now you come around to this side. These are the bad boys. This first one you have to hold with a wrench. You have to hold the nut. The second one is not nutted, but this one is. And there's some Loctite on there and some other stuff. And you got to get a good angle. You can see the Loctite just falling off. And there she is. We were able to loosen that guy up pretty good, because you do have to jack up the bike in order to take pressure off. So you're just going to loosen it first. At least that's what we did, in order to be able to get them off easily once it was jacked up. Now this second bolt, this is the whammy. This is the big, I don't know, copper looking, brass looking bolt. This is the one that not only has a shaft around it, but that shaft is what hits those needle bearings that are inside of the control arm. And when we first unloosened this thing and got it loose, it made such a loud pop sound. Seriously, I thought I broke the bike. But we didn't. It was just sound it made when you pulled it off, man. It was a little scary. But you could see all that Loctite on there, and this one was tough. I don't know if you can use an impact on these. I'm assuming you can, but I'm not 100% sure. But you can see it's coming out now. You see that fiberglass, looks like a fiberglass shaft over that sucker. You're doing it real slow, and I'm holding, and then inside of what it's coming out of is where the needle bearings are located. Also, guys, remember to hit that like and sub button. I keep bringing you some of these videos. Anyway, we got her out. Didn't show well on camera to pull it out. Actually, it was really hard. You know, we had to like finagle it a little up and down and in and out, but you can see we wrapped up the control arm because that's where the needle bearings are. And then here you're supposed to put on the vise, but we just wrenched it and used man strength, and we got her out. And then we attached that bearing back to the Elka shock, and we stuck the Elka shock in. And there it is. We're unwrapping it, and then we're going to attach that to the Elka shock. And we got it in, and life was good. So here we are testing it out now. This bracket that Elka sends you, this plastic bracket right here, was a real pain in the butt. Maybe even harder than the shock. It's kind of weird what Elka decided to do with this. I felt like they could have done something easier, because you see there's barely any space from the top to get that plastic up and over that other piece of plastic. And then you have to bolt it in, and you put the canister in it. And honestly, it's kind of cheap. I wish they would have done it better or explained it better in the book. It ended up kind of snapping a little bit on the bottom, and I've heard people say you should use a zip tie. I mean, I think they could have maybe gone with like a little bit of a different setup, but it is what it is, and the canister's in there. Just be careful with this one, and we're pretty good to go. So I got the Stage 4 in the back. This one was set to my weight specification I ordered from Le Monster Garage. Took about a week to get the Stage 4. And the next day, I decided to go take it out for a test. So here we are in my usual test spot around my crib. And there I'm doing some like little ins and outs and quick turns. And they feel pretty good. I had RFYs on my 600, and this is my 900, and I do have an Baja Ron sway bar and end links on the 600. On this one, I just have the Spyder extra links on the 900. I never really felt like with the Elkas I needed the sway bar. It's just so stable. The Elkas are like a supersonic sway bar. That's all I can really say about them. As far as impact goes, I mean, I'm still playing with them. I did adjust the springs because they were set for someone who was a bit heavier than I was when he bought them. So I tried to loosen them up. But I will say I would like something a little bit softer. I felt like Stage 3 Elkas at whatever $600-700 and $100 RFY shocks from Amazon aren't that far apart. So if I was going to buy a brand new bike, I would probably just get the RFYs for the front and probably do an Elka in the back. It's really more of a stability thing than it is an actual shock thing. I feel like you got to get Stage 5 in order to get that slow rebound and fast rebound adjustment. As you can see here, they have the canisters, and you can make it, you have like 24, 25 clicks to go from plush to firm. And I like to keep it on the plusher side. You could see the red dial around the spring. I brought that all the way up to actually soften it. When I got it, it was down a couple inches, but they were just riding too firm for me no matter what I did. I didn't like it. I want something soft, so I'm keeping them on super plush. And as far as the back one goes, I mean, for $500, it's way better than stock. It really is, and you can adjust it. But again, I kind of feel like it could be a bit softer. Now, the handling with it is amazing. It's like putting a sway bar on your back tire, which I don't think you really need, but what I wanted was softness, pure comfort. And I just don't feel like I got it with the Stage 4 in the back and the Stage 3s up front. I don't know. I mean, they're good. Are they great? No. Are they what I expected? Absolutely not. Thank you for watching.
This is Gold Leader. We're starting our attack run.